You think your dog sleeps next to you because they love you. But what if that's not the real reason? What if every single night your dog is actually trying to tell you something and you've been missing it this whole time? Because the truth is, where your dog chooses to sleep says more about your relationship than anything else they do. And once you understand this, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Most people believe dogs sleep next to their owners out of simple affection, comfort, habit. And yes, love is part of it, but not in the way you think. Dogs don't just love like humans do. They bond through instinct, through survival, through something much deeper. And that's where it gets interesting. Because when your dog chooses to sleep right next to you, they're making a decision rooted in thousands of years of evolution. A decision that says more than just, I like you. It says, you are my safety. Let that sink in for a second. In the wild, dogs, descended from wolves, never sleep alone unless they have to. Sleeping is their most vulnerable state. No defense, no awareness, no escape. So they choose their sleeping spot very carefully. They stay close to those they trust with their life. And right now, that's you. But here's where most owners completely misunderstand something, because it's not just about safety, it's also about responsibility. Yes, responsibility. Because while you think your dog is coming to you for protection, in their mind, they might also be protecting you, and that changes everything. You see, when your dog curls up beside you, especially near your feet or facing the door, they're not just relaxing, they're positioning themselves, watching, listening, staying alert even while resting. Because in their world, you are part of their pack, and protecting the pack is instinct, not a choice. But what it means when your dog suddenly stops sleeping next to you, that's something most people ignore, and it could be more important than you think. Sometimes when a dog begins to sleep farther away, on the floor, in another room, or avoids the bed completely, owners assume they're becoming independent, or maybe just uncomfortable, but often it's emotional. Dogs are extremely sensitive to changes in energy, your stress, your mood, even tension you don't express out loud. If something in your environment shifts, your dog feels it, and sometimes, instead of moving closer, they create distance, not because they don't love you, but because something doesn't feel right to them, and that's a signal worth paying attention to. But here's another layer most people never realize. The position your dog sleeps in next to you also matters a lot. If your dog sleeps pressed against you, that's not just comfort, that's connection. That's trust at its highest level. It means they feel completely safe in your presence. But if they sleep at your feet, they're balancing two instincts, staying close while still being ready to react, almost like a quiet guardian. And if they sleep facing away from you, that doesn't mean distance. It means confidence. They trust you enough to turn their back. Now think about that. In the animal world, turning your back is vulnerability, but your dog does it anyway, because deep down, they believe you've got them. But here's something that might surprise you. Not all dogs sleep next to their owners, and that doesn't always mean something is wrong. Some dogs were raised to be more independent. Some had past experiences that shaped their comfort levels, and some simply express love differently. But when a dog chooses to be close, especially at night, that's when it becomes meaningful. Because night is when instinct takes over. No distractions, no training, just raw behavior and raw truth. So if your dog is choosing you in that moment, it's not random, it's intentional. And here's the part that most people never think about. Your dog isn't just reacting to you, they're reading you constantly. Your breathing, your movement, your emotional state. Even in your sleep, they're aware. And if you've ever noticed your dog suddenly waking up, moving closer, or adjusting their position during the night, there's a reason. They're responding to you, checking on you, making sure everything is okay. Because in their mind, your well-being matters more than their comfort. And if this is changing how you see your dog, take a second, hit like, and subscribe. Because what we're about to uncover next, most dog owners never realize in their entire life. There's one behavior that looks like pure affection, but actually reveals something much deeper. And that's when your dog refuses to sleep without you. At first, it feels sweet. They wait for you, follow you to bed, refuse to settle anywhere else. But sometimes, this isn't just love. It can be attachment or even anxiety. Because when a dog feels like they can't relax unless you're there, it means their sense of security is fully tied to your presence. And while that sounds touching, it can also mean they're struggling when you're not around, which is why balance matters. Connection without dependency, trust without fear. Because the strongest bond you can have with your dog is one where they feel safe even when you're not there. But let's come back to the most important truth. When your dog sleeps next to you, they're not just resting, they're choosing you. Out of everyone, out of every place, every night. And that choice is built on something deeper than affection. It's built on trust, on instinct, on a bond that doesn't need words. So tonight, when your dog curls up beside you, don't just see it as a habit or something small. See it for what it really is, a quiet message, one they've been sending you all along. You're my safe place, and maybe, just maybe, yours too. Because your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating.
प्यारे दोस्तों, अगर आपको ये कहानी पसंद आई हो तो प्लीज लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करें। ऐसी और कहानियों के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और कहानियों के लिए नीचे कमेंट बॉक्स में हमें जरूर लिखें कि आप किस शहर से देख रहे हैं।